So, you want to be the first ever podcast is a live tarot card reading?
I'm honored.
I'm on. You're here. You're the bigger following than me right now. So, hell yeah. Well, welcome to the Goals First podcast, where your goals come first. And it's the podcast where we talk about the things that people don't discuss for goal achievement, and that encompasses politics, motivational stuff, and even like today, we're going to talk about spirituality. And these are all factors that go into achieving one's goals. So today, I got a cool, super cool TikTok person. Got Tori, who I actually met on Omegle. Tori, you want to say a little bit about what your channel is on TikTok and what you like to do?
So I started TikTok like 2 summers ago and just posted random stuff, follow the trends, whatever. But recently I've been posting more about my tarot card readings. So that's kind of the main thing that I've been posting recently. But I've been doing tarot card readings for like a year and a half, and I'm just now like talking about it more openly.
That's awesome. Yeah, I met you on Omegle. I was just scanning through. I was bored, and we kind of like hit it off right away. And you're like, "Hey, you want tarot card reading?" I think I was kind of questioning if they're legit. And you're like,
Yeah.
"No." And you the card I guess popped out, and it was. Let me just say, I'm normally not a believer in that stuff, but like my podcast is called Goals First, and you literally said the words to me, like you're like, this card says you're putting your goals first, or something like that.
Yeah, basically
And
saying that you're very goal oriented. You got something big project you're working on.
right, which couldn't be more accurate. So I can't. I'm not gonna go as far as say I completely am like sold on the idea, but it was really cool. It was super cool, and I was very intrigued. And I think that kind of led to us having a cool conversation and saying, hey, we should do a podcast.
Yeah, now we're here.
So, you want to be the first ever podcast is a live tarot card reading?
I'm honored.
I'm on. You're here. You're the bigger following than me right now. So, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay. So
while you do it, just explain how it works and what you're doing.
Okay. So do you want me to do? I got my cards. I'll explain it, and do you want me to do another reading on you?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, with tarot cards, everybody could shuffle it differently. You basically do tarot cards like if you have a strong like intuition. Like I can't really tell the future, but I have gut feelings. I'm good with my intuition. So like when I shuffle cards, if I feel like a card like resonates in the moment, I'll pull it. Or if I shuffle it, one literally flies out, I pull them. I don't think anybody could do this. I think it takes a lot of like meditation and like finding yourself and like really getting into it to like and being in tune with your intuition like in order to do this. But practice and practice and you'd be able to do it. You could do a bunch of different readings. Like if you were just asking me a question, if you wanted to, I'd just shuffle it, whatever first card comes out. If I were to do like a general one or a love one, I would pull 6, 2 for the past, 2 for the present, 2 for the future. And a big thing with tarot cards is you could come get a reading and it could be accurate for the moment. In the future, if I pull something for the future and it doesn't ever actually happen, the thing is it's kind of like predicting what could happen if you follow the certain steps. So if I pull something and I'm like, hey, this will happen if you do this, and then you don't, it's not going to go in that direction. If you don't like a tarot card that a reader pulls for you, you could always change it yourself by like not doing what it says to do. Like if it says, oh, you and your boyfriend are going to break up, I don't know, just an example, because you're too stubborn.
Maybe it was like destined to happen, but then by hearing the card, that changes the end destination type of thing.
Pretty much. You could always change it by doing things different, pretty much. Nothing is dead set. These cards aren't dead set, but it's kind of just like a basic prediction as to what's going on right now.
Okay. By the way, someone in the comments of Instagram called me a Wiccan. I don't know what that is, but maybe you do.
Oh, being Wiccan, that's basically like a...
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they spelled it wrong. Wiccan, I don't know, people call it like, I mean, I guess it's technically a religion. It's like basically when you strictly study witchcraft only, and like that's like what you believe in, and like that's what you do. But I'm not a witch.
You're not a witch. That was my next question.
No.
Okay.
Not a witch. Which like, and oh my god, that's a whole different thing that we could get into. Witches, like it's hard to get. That's why I never got into like witchcraft and stuff, because I started to, and I really like fucked up on a spell that I did. I like really fucked myself over for like years, and I'd like undo it. It was crazy. This stupid spell
Really?
that I did, it fucked me up. Yeah. So I haven't fucked with it in a while.
Fair enough. Fair enough. It's a
Yeah.
realm to be careful with.
Yeah.
So, should I be choosing a question for you, or do you want to do a generic reading? What?
Yeah, if you want to ask me a specific question, whatever you want to do. I did a general on you, but if you have a more specific question, I could do that.
Why don't you do the love one for me? I thought that was interesting. Relationship, whatever you said with the 6 card thing.
All right, I got you. Let's see. For that one, I'm gonna pull one card just to keep it short and sweet. That's gonna be like the present one
Okay.
or the past. I have to see what the card says, but let's see. When you can't see, I'm shuffling, but I literally just go like this. Everyone does it different. I just do this until one flies out.
Okay. Well, I hope you don't say that I'm a hopeless romantic forever. Dun 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 dun.
No, it's not coming. Take longer. Sometimes it's quick. Sometimes it takes a minute.
It's all good. Take your time.
So this one's a judgment card. So I have my little book. I'll read from what it says from here. That's what I like to do. I read from what it says in the little book that I got. Because this deck is really legit. Like I had like a crappy little deck for a while. This one is like really good. So I like to read exactly what it says.
And then from there, do you interpret it further, or are you just gonna read the direct reading?
I'm gonna read it, and then like I'm not gonna read all of it because it's like a whole page of it. I don't know if you could see it.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna read all that. I'm just gonna read it real quick and see. Okay, so this one is a love card, but it's more about your love for yourself. Actually, maybe we should have specified it more. We could obviously do another one for like your love life, but this one, let's see. So I think you're a very open-minded person. I don't think you judge many people. But what this is saying is that there are some things that the future calls for you, and since you don't really judge a lot of things, you kind of just like go with the flow. You're not judgmental at all. It's kind of thing you could get yourself in a little situation. You gotta examine your choices a little bit and think if it's really the best thing for you. It's basically saying that you need to be more kind to yourself and show yourself a little bit of tough love sometimes. Because you aren't very judgmental, but there is going to be something that happens you're gonna have to be a little tough on yourself. But yeah, this is just about self-love and making the right choices for you, because you may end up making a bad choice just because you don't really use your judgment that well.
Interesting. I think parts of that are definitely true. I am very open to people, and I usually will befriend anybody who wants to be friends. And sometimes we got in the comments judges liberals. Oh man, I'm a libertarian. I'm not even a Republican. I do like Trump. But yeah, I mean that's definitely I've had that issue in the past where somebody I just want to see the best in people. I really want to see the best in people, and sometimes it will bite me in the ass just because.
Yeah.
Good.
This one's just saying you show yourself a little bit of tough love. It says there are times you're going to need to be kind to yourself, and then times you need to, or there are times for some tough love. Sorry, I don't have my glasses. This is small writing. But yeah, you're very open and free, but you are going to need to watch it.
Well, I will thank you for the foreshadowing. I am going to take that and hopefully avoid whatever was coming my way. Apparently, we're getting some hardcore echoes on the Instagram.
I know.
It apparently sounds like a binaural beat, which is pretty cool.
I don't even hear it.
My phone's sounds off, so I'm not gonna hear anything. Sorry, guys. It's the best we could do. Okay. So, you said years ago you kind of casted a spell that caused issues. Like, how did you get into all this? How did it pique your interest?
So my grandmother is actually Wiccan. So she's always been into crystals, spells. Like this lady, her room, the whole, like all of it is just crystals, books, spells, just a lot of stuff like that. And so as I was growing up, I started to just get into it because my mom's spiritual. She's not Wiccan, but she's definitely very spiritual. So I've always just been around it. And when I was in 7th grade, I'm kind of hearing the echo. Should I move my phone? Maybe if I move my phone.
Yeah, there's not much we can do with the echo. Just
I'll
gonna
put
be,
it here. Is that better?
as long as your phone sounds off on your phone that people can deal with the echo, I'm not gonna deal with it. It's whatever.
I can't turn down all the way. Here, I'll put it all the way over here.
Yeah, it's whatever it is, it is.
Okay, so I was in 7th grade and I really liked this boy and I really wanted him to like me back. So my 7th grade self, knowing nothing about this at the point, just listening to my mom and my Nana, I literally went to my Nana's house and I was like, I need a spell for this boy to love me forever. And she was like, okay, do this. So basically what it was is you put your name or the person's name that you want, loves, and then your name. And you do it in like a little like tic-tac-toe looking like board setup, I guess. And then there's a crystal called love quartz, which is exactly what it is. You can use it for self-love, loving other people, having other people love you, anything like that. And you put it on top of there and you leave it. I did it the other way and I wrote my name loves his name. And I was in love with him for 3 years. I got over him sophomore year and I work with him and he knows the story. We're really good friends. He thinks it's funny as hell, but I was in love with him like for a really long time, like to a point where it was like unhealthy. Like I bounce back from people like this. That's not my character with love. Like, but I could not shake this kid. So I had to, I kept it to myself because I didn't think anything of it. And then I went to my Nana and I was like, this is getting a little bit ridiculous. Like I need to break it. So we did like I forget what it's called. You basically just break the spell. It's like I can't think of the word, but I had to do another spell and I got over it within like a week. So
Wow. So you
yeah.
so you think the spells really were the cause that started and ended it?
100%. 100%. It was
So
crazy.
now the way it was intended, are you essentially an enchantress?
Oh,
Would
what?
that have been enchanting a guy?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that's the thing. Witchcraft could be like, this is why I also don't like it because like you can easily mess with somebody else's life and feelings by doing that. It's very manipulative. So, but I was like 13. How old are you in 7th grade? 13. Like I wasn't thinking like that, but that's why I don't mess with it. It's very manipulative. You could use it for good on yourself and like for the better for other people, but I think people that get involved in this stuff think that they know what's best for people but don't. And then and it's also there's like another spell where you get them like just attached to you forever. But if you're really young and you're doing that, you don't know if you want them to be around forever. You could get to a point where you're going to be getting
Right.
married and they're still on your phone. Like that's how like that works.
I'm definitely a believer with love. It should be holistic, just because when you force it, it kind of tends to end badly. Which sounds like you've experienced that. I've experienced that. Forcing it doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you guys know, on Instagram, some comments. We're doing a recording for a podcast, and I also am streaming. That's why I'm kind of my eyes are looking downwards. But my buddy Enny's commenting he wants a tarot. Oh, voice crack there. Puberty starting. He wants a tarot card reading. He asked, have you read the Lesser Keys of Solomon? Have you ever heard of that?
Me? Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. How about chaos magic?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay. I know about the chaos magic. Okay, so what was I gonna say here? So here's why I brought you on here. Obviously I thought the tarot card thing was super cool. But I just want to talk a little bit about spirituality. I think that being spiritual is very important for health, mental health.
Yeah.
Assuming you
I
agree.
agree. Mm.
Do you meditate?
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on like the benefits of being spiritual? What have you experienced?
Well, for me and my boyfriend, actually, I got him into this stuff because we both struggle with pretty bad like mental health issues. His thing is mainly OCD and anxiety. And mine, I have a little bit of OCD, but my main thing is like anxiety. And like when you meditate and you're spiritual and you're like open to the universe and you put your trust into something else instead of like focusing on your worries so much, just makes you more free. Like I was very in the like in my shell. Like I didn't talk to anybody ever when I was younger. And when I was a senior, I ended up like rapping in front of like the whole school because somebody
Really?
backed out of a thing. Yeah, it was crazy. And like all my teachers that I had when I was like a freshman and sophomore, like at least 4 of them were like, what happened? Like you never spoke and now you're in front of the whole school rapping, like legit. Like it was like the last week of my senior year. I was like, I don't know, man. I've just been vibing, meditating, doing my thing, got my crystals. I manifest stuff. Like words of affirmation are really good too to meditate on, like have like a soothing thing in the back, just sit down and listen to those. Like it definitely like opens your mind more, makes you more free to the possibilities instead of being trapped in your own head so much.
I like that. I think that's a big thing. People get very stuck in their head, and
Yeah.
spirituality and meditation kind of makes you realize the bigger picture. And I think a lot of us, like even me, I have anxiety, but I learned to force myself to be social. And the more I've done it, the more I've built social skills. And now I'm doing a podcast. Um, so what else do you practice besides tarot cards and meditation that's like related to spirituality?
Um, I do a lot with crystals. I do have a lot of crystals, which is kind of, I guess it's not really the same thing, but they
Let's
definitely
cover.
help. Yeah, if you have it around you when you're meditating, doing things like that. Tarot cards, meditation, crystals. I've been trying really hard to switch realities. So hard for me. It
What does
is
that
so
mean?
hard for me. Um, it's basically like it's kind of like your dream world or like your dream reality, which you like listen. There's a bunch of different methods, but there's this one method I've been trying. You like listen to meditation, you write down your exact script of like what you want to be like, what you want your dream reality to be like, and then you shift into it. It's kind of like a dream. Like let's say like you switch over and you die in your dream, you're just gonna wake up in real life. Like you don't actually die, you don't actually get hurt. You could put yourself in your favorite TV show and your dream life that you just want, like in real life, same people, everything. You kind of script it like it's like a movie. You switch over. I've been trying. It hasn't been working, but there's so many different methods. You just have to keep trying for
No,
whatever works for you.
that sounds very similar to almost like law of attraction manifestation, where like I know I do this. I will no, it's not really a dreaming thing, but I will visualize what I want. I will visualize myself in front of a large crowd giving a speech because I want to do that. I will visualize me being very wealthy. And I think that visualizing, just writing down goals and keeping track of progress manifests it, which sounds very similar to what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's a big thing. Law of attraction, definitely. Literally everything comes from energy, and your mind. Literally every single thing.
Energy, this is one of the things I want to focus on. My whole like podcast stuff. People don't realize like we have this energy and you can channel it however you want to. And some people channel it and get very depressed. They get stuck in this state where it's almost like a loop where it's self-damning. I know a lot of people kind of get stuck, and I've been there too. Like with school, I'm not a good student. I enjoy stuff that I enjoy. It's not that I'm stupid or anything. I hate school, and yeah. So I get stuck in this loop where like I'm not doing my work, and then I feel bad, and then I don't have the energy to do things. But when I'm doing something I like, I have this energy. It's like this ball of energy that when channeled properly can be awesome.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever tried I haven't been able to do this either, but well, I can do it with smoke, but I can't do it with a crystal. You ever see it put the crystal on and you take your energy and you put it all to your hand and you push and it literally makes the crystal fall. I've seen so many videos on it. And then with smoke, let's say you light what are those, incense?
Incense, yeah.
If you light one of those and then you know how like it smokes, if you sit there and you focus on it, I've been able to do this. You just make it just go straight up. And then when you stop focusing on it and you stop trying to get that, gets all messed up again. I've been able to do that. There's another one with clouds where like you could really
Heard
focus
about
on
the cloud thing.
here.
Cloud, I've seen videos of that. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy. Like people that really don't believe in that stuff, like if they just went and tried that and like really like just put all their doubts aside and did that, they would really see, because your energy and law of attraction isn't even really spirituality. It's literally like just you. Everybody has it, no matter what you believe in, like 100%. So
Right. I mean, a lot of people say, "Oh, this is placebo. It only works if you believe in it." But placebo or not, it's somehow working.
yeah.
I do believe, like, energy is so real. When someone in the room has good energy around people that are good energy, it rubs off. You can't avoid it.
Mm-hmm.
And when someone's bad energy, it rubs off. It definitely goes both ways. Energy is super real.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I actually used to. I still have upstairs. I have an amethyst rock. I used to always wear amethyst.
Really?
What does amethyst do? I don't even know.
Amethyst? Oh my God, I need to find my book of crystals. I know a bunch of things, but amethyst, that's like, it's like purpley, right? Or
Yep, exactly.
I'm pretty sure, I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure amethyst could be used for kind of anything. Let's Google it.
That's what I understand. It's like a generic, like uplifting of your spirit.
Yeah, it's, I don't think it's used for a specific thing. There's also like clear quartz. That's basically the same thing, like amethyst. I mean, they're different. They look different, but basically, if you're looking for something, if you're just low, you're down, you could use it for literally anything.
Yeah, I think I noticed the difference when I was wearing it. I did notice like more good things happening, like just random people talking to me, positive vibes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So could we try another card reading or just a generic one? See what pops up.
For you, or should I do it? Is that guy?
I don't know if he's there. Just do another one from there. Let's do the generic one.
Wait, what the hell? Sorry. Can people on my account see that I'm live?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't know that. I really hope that people like I know don't come on here. It's so embarrassing.
I'd be proud. I'd be proud. You're talking about cool stuff.
What if my internet friends came on here? I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. So for you, just want like a generic one?
Yeah. The first time we just kind of saw it, what popped out, I guess.
Yeah. Let's do it. Oh my god, now I'm scared of people I know. No, nobody gives a shit about me, so I don't think anybody's
So you're doing great. You guys don't see this on Joe Rogan live tarot card readings, do you?
So this is good. This is just about yourself. This is saying that whatever journey you're on or whatever path you're trying to follow right now, you're going to be very successful and your hard work is going to pay off. And it says you're going to pass all trials and overcome all obstacles. The journey may be challenging and you may have to fight and cry and feel all the positive and negatives to get here, but you will do it. Take the time to acknowledge what you've achieved in your success and glory, because you're full of magic and you're absolutely amazing. So
awesome.
Seems like maybe this, or if you're in school, whatever you're putting your mind to, like, I know what I said before, you have like a lot of goals or whatever. I feel like if you take that and focus on one and really work on it and then hit me up in a couple months, it'll probably take off no matter what it was.
That's super cool. Oops. Sorry that. Yes, guys, I know that this is echoing. This is just the live. We're doing a Zoom recording. I decided to go live. That's super cool. I like that one. Are you able to show to the camera what it looks like, the tarot card?
So the live, I'll show both. So this is a naked girl.
Okay.
I know, she's vibing. She's like,
damn, she's single?
Stop. I mean, probably. They all independent women in here. But yeah, this is pretty good. You see how she's kind of just like, this to me looks like she's surrounded by this and it's got the infinity thing. I don't know. It's pretty good. It's like everything that she worked for. She's in a ribbon. She's naked. That's like the most free you could ever be, is when you're naked. So she's celebrating up in the sky right now. That's good.
That makes sense.
What's your zodiac sign?
Oh, Sagittarius.
There's a couple zodiac signs in here. I don't think any of them are Sagittarius.
I think it's December Sagittarius, right? See, someone comment a high form of divination. I'm not sure what that means.
I don't know.
Or stare in the flames. I assume the stare in the flames is a meditative state thing. I would assume, but I'm not sure what the first comment means, Mr. Meta Emperor. That's super cool. I really like that card. The card about, I'm going through trials and tribulations. Like, I got to push through. It's all worth it. Again, you just hit the nail on the head there.
Every card I pulled is about you. And like some of them, all of it is about a journey or like challenges that you're going to face along the way, which I think is cool. Because there's a lot of stuff in here. Even the one I pulled about love, that was about you. And like, you may have to give yourself a little bit of tough love sometimes, make better judgment. But even that was like, you're on a certain like path, like trying to achieve something. I don't know. It's very interesting because you are like goal oriented.
I am.
How do you say that word?
Oriented. Yeah. I'm goals first. This is gonna be the symbol for the podcast. Goals first. Like a goal. Can I get it from you?
A goal? Wait, what?
Can you do like the two hands up? This is gonna be a symbol. Both hands. Woo! Goals first.
Woo!
Yeah, some people do the pose. I do the goals first pose.
Love it.
Love it. Yes, absolutely. So for someone that has no idea of any of this stuff, if they wanted to get into tarot cards or spiritual stuff, where do they start? Or is there like a YouTube channel you like, books?
There are so many different places you could start. I don't even know. first I would start meditation. You could literally just look up anything. Like there's so many different like frequencies of like meditation that you can listen to. Like find whatever makes you the most relaxed and at peace. Start meditating, because if you're going to be spiritual, like you really do need to be like free and open. But if you're trapped in your own head and like whatever, and you're not very open, you got to meditate first. Then maybe start getting crystals here and there. Look into crystals, because a lot of places sell fake ones. You want to get the realest ones you can. Get into those. Watch your life change. Speak your intentions into the crystals. Tarot cards, you got to be really in tune with your intuition. And there's a lot of different tests you could do, but that's the same thing. You really have to be open and like trust yourself, not your anxiety. Because you could think something, but you got to be able to tell if it's anxiety or your intuition, which was really hard for me for like a while. But like a year and a half ago,
I feel that.
I got over that, and then I was able to do this. But if I would have done that before, I would have no idea what I was doing. None of it would make any sense, because you believe your anxieties over your intuition a lot.
Yeah, that's important. I think a lot of people believe, I mean, what you think becomes your reality. You manifest what you think. So things that, you believe that I can't socialize, I can't handle this, then you're not going to be able to handle it.
Yeah.
I found like I can handle so much more than I thought, just by saying I can do this. I'm going to do this.
Yeah, words of affirmation are good too. That's what I do. I meditate 2 words of affirmation. Like at first, if you're gonna start getting into it, meditate without all the extra stuff, really focusing on just getting a clear mind. And when you're finally able to meditate with a completely clear and open mind, add words of affirmation. Like my boyfriend, I'm about to throw all of his shit out there. He struggles. He found out he has OCD, right? And his thoughts be killing him. Like having OCD isn't about just being like a neat freak. It's like you get thoughts all the time, you're doubting everything, you're stressed out, you get anxiety from it. But every night when he goes to bed, I read him words of affirmation, because that's what I do. Because I'm like, listen, if you can't trust yourself, you about to trust me. You're gonna listen to me. And he falls asleep and he wakes up feeling good. When I don't do it, the moment he wakes up, he'll be awake for a couple seconds and it instantly hits him. At least when he wakes up, he usually is good for a couple hours, and then some stuff will start to like flow in. But like if you fall asleep stressed out and anxious and overthinking, you're going to wake up that same way, because your mind doesn't shut off. So you learn to meditate, you're going to be able to fall asleep peacefully, wake up peacefully, keep meditating throughout the day. You're just going to be peaceful and open all the time. So that's also why meditation is good. And words of affirmation, 10 out of 10, literally do it all the time. Even if you don't want to get into spirituality.
There you go.
Yeah. I trip over my words all the time. So embarrassing, but whatever.
So do I.
Even if you don't want to do that, meditate, words of affirmation. But yeah, oh my God, that's what I was worried about when I come on here. I'm like, I trip over my words all the time, because my mind cannot keep up. I have so many ideas like just going through my head.
You've already came here. I naturally talk so fast that like I have to consciously slow down for when I'm doing this stuff, because anyone that knows me knows this. Sometimes you can't understand me, but trust me. I tried once. Like I gotta be careful what I'm saying here. I was having a spiritual experience, and I try to keep my thoughts up with writing. I couldn't even, like, the first time I discovered, like, you cannot write as fast as your brain can process.
Yeah.
And you cannot talk as fast as your brain can process.
I probably should have practiced that before I came on here. I just spit. I'm quick.
Quick, yeah, hell yeah, that's what we need. We need high energy all the way. Okay, you said so much more to follow up on. I'm just trying to keep track here. With the affirmations, are you saying it when you're by yourself? Like I know you said to your boyfriend, you say it to him, but with yourself, are you saying it in your head, or saying it out loud, or you're repeating it? How does that work?
You could do anything. Now I'm being conscious how quick I'm talking, because I don't want to trip over my words, because this is important. With words of affirmation, for me, you could read them. At first, you're gonna want to like have like at least like a little guideline. So you could either go on Google and look up certain things, take those, write them down to exactly what you want, or say you find like a picture and it's like every single thing on there you just love. Take that, memorize the ones that you want if you want to do it in your head, or you could write it, look at it, and say it. But it's better to say it in your head. So you got to practice. Like for me, I'll look at stuff online, see what makes me feel better, like what'll make me feel good. Or if there's just phrases that people have said to me, like, oh, like I'm proud of you, or like you're doing good, like I'll write those down and be like, I'm proud of myself. People are proud of me. You're doing good. Things like that, until I memorize it in my head. So you have to start somewhere, but the main goal is to get to where you can just do it in your head with nothing else coming in. So
nothing else. Like,
it first.
So no, this is me being, I'm super like, what's the word? I overthink things. So I've always been stuck on this one thing with meditation. So I was told before, like you think of one word and you loop it, right? Am I visualizing the word? Am I visualizing the concept of the word? Am I supposed to see black and white letters? Like what exactly am I supposed to see?
You are literally acting exactly like my boyfriend right now. Okay.
This is exactly what I get stuck with every time.
Can't overthink it. Don't overthink it. For me, it looks different in everybody's head. Like it looks so different. For me, when I'm trying to get everything out of my head, remember this red. If you're ever getting bad thoughts that you can't get rid of, think of anything red because in your subconscious, red means stop. So if you're struggling to meditate, okay, you're struggling, like you're like, I don't know what to do, clear your mind. This is what I do. It works out for everybody. I just picture a red like circle. Everything is white around it and there's a red circle. And I literally like could see it like moving out of my head. And then when that's fully gone, like in my head, like a purple circle comes in. And that's like when I know that like I'm good. And I just feel that in my head, like I could like see it getting bigger and bigger. I'm like filling it with my words of affirmation until everything I just could feel purple and see no white. That's what I do. I try to explain to my boyfriend. He was like, what the actual fuck? But that's what I do. I don't see any words. I see a blob of color. And then it just, when I don't see any more white, I know that I'm good. But if you're just starting out, don't even think about what you could be picturing. As you could be sitting there meditating and then something comes into your head that's totally unrelated. Like just get that shit out of there. Whatever helps you. You don't have to visualize anything, literally, but it does help to do that. So remember that at least the red thing, if you're thinking about stuff and you're trying to meditate and something comes in, think of a stop sign until shit goes away and then get rid of the stop sign and then go back to it. It's hard. It really is hard to like get it all in your head, but you'll get there. You don't worry about what you could see in your head pretty much. Everything is different for different people. So try that out. Try whatever makes you feel better, literally. Like every single person is different.
Yeah,
So it's hard to like
I just know it's so hard to when you're like it's one of those things you have to practice. There's no one to be great day one.
Yeah, you have to see what's good for you. Like that's so I tell people what I do to see if that helps them. But if that doesn't help you and you're still overthinking, like, well, do I see the words? Do I not? That's when you think of the stop sign. Don't think about that. It's hard.
Think of red, pause.
Yes. And then once that's all out, whatever helps you will just naturally come.
Do you think there's any difference of meditating start of the day, end of the day, long time, short time?
I think that if you're going to meditate, you should at least do it. At the very least, do it once a day. It depends. Like if you do it at the beginning of the day, you're kind of setting up your whole day. You know what I mean? But also if you do it at night, you're kind of taking that with you when your mind is shut off. So it kind of that sticks with you for the first thing. Whatever works. Like for my boyfriend, it works better at night, but for me, it works better in the day because you're setting your day up. But for him, he likes to take it with him and then wake up feeling that way because that's enough for him to like try to have a good day. So whatever works. If you want to do it morning and night, that's good. If you want to do it morning and then you start to get stressed out, meditate, whatever works for other people, honestly. You just got to test it. Like do it 3 times a day, whichever one is like the most effective. Stay doing that every day. Every day though, you have to be consistent.
For someone starting, how long should they meditate for a session?
I meditate for like 20 minutes. At first, I would do it for maybe 5 or 10 because my mom's really big on meditating. So I used to meditate like every day when I was in like 9th grade for like 5-10 minutes when I first started. But now I do it for 20 because there's so many things like I've built up over that time. So when you start at least 5-10 minutes, if you could clear your head for that long and then see if you could do it longer. Like I said, it's literally different for everybody. It's so hard to like try to, oh my God, I just messed up. Oh, whatever. I'm not even gonna look at that. It's hard. Do whatever works for you. At least do it for 5 to 10 minutes at the start. It may take you 30 to clear your head at first. You know what I mean? Like it's all the stuff is literally for an individual. It's really hard.
Right. I mean, everyone's got to start somewhere. I guess I asked for the time because like you said, start 5-10 minutes and you can build and get used to longer time periods.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to say or add on meditation, spirituality?
Don't get discouraged if you're starting out and you can't clear your head, you can't meditate good. If you're manifesting and things aren't working and you're practicing law of attraction, it's not coming right away. Got to be patient, give it time, and just trust the universe and what you're doing. That's my best advice.
I like that. Trust the universe.
Yeah.
And where can people find you? What's your TikTok?
My TikTok, it's, are you gonna like put it on the screen?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So it's Tori Sarah Rose. I'll spell it out for you. TORISARAH, and then Rose with 3 E's. That's my TikTok.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm gonna put it on the screen, but also this will be on like Spotify, Apple Music, where there is no screen. But for this video, I'll definitely have it on there.
Put it on there. Well, I spelled it out too, so that they can find me.
Exactly. That's why we did it. Guys, prepared. But definitely, guys, if you watch this, check her out. She got cool content. And thank you so much for coming on.
No problem. Thank you for having me. Oh, that was so fun.
That was awesome. Let me